Hello everyone, Critter Girl here. Welcome back to another video. Today is kind of a special video. I know I've done, yes, these are dead mice. I know I've done snake feedings before, but today's kind of special for two reasons. One, I turn 18 tomorrow, so this is my last time feeding my snakes as a kid, basically, and that's a pretty big milestone because I've had snakes. I've been keeping snakes for about 7 years now, and so it's just pretty cool the last time feeding them as a kid before I'm an adult. And also, this is the first feeding for my sand boa, Jamie, and she's hidden right now. You can't see her over there, but so just a couple things that I thought I wanted to document, and I thought I might share with you guys. So this little nut over here is going through a phase. She's not having a good time. She lately has been very, very bitey and hungry, and I believe that she is either in heat for the first time, having a growth spurt, or both. Because she is fat. Did you see that? All I did was put my hand on my hip. See? Look at this. So she has been acting like that. And I know you're like, well, you probably need to feed her more. Well, last week I fed her 3 mice and she was still acting like that. So she's got a really crazy appetite right now. And if you guys know me, you know I don't care much for using feeding tongs. But because she's so aggressive and she never has had the best aim, I am feeding her with these at the moment simply to save us both some trouble. So we're going to move her lamp. Her lamp is on a pizza stand because when I put it over here, we're good, nothing broke. Because when I put it directly against the top of her cage, it got too hot in her cage. So let's see, we're going to pick her a nice big juicy one. This is for Bindi. That's still too big for her. These are pinky mice. For anybody who was wondering, I've actually had a couple friends ask me what's the difference between a fuzzy and a pinky. This is the difference. Focus. Focus. Okay. Fuzzy. Pinky. So this is for Bindi. She's the big girl. She gets the fuzzy. And a nice big juicy pinky for Bryce. These mice are already dead, you guys. They're frozen. I never feed live mice. Not only... Yeah, I'm going to wipe that. Trust me. I always wipe surfaces that the mice have touched. I never feed live rodents. Not only because I do feel that even though that is how it works in nature, I myself would rather it not happen in my house. And I feel like it's kind of cruel to the rodent, and it's also could be dangerous for the snake because these girls are... They think they're predators, but they're not. They're actually babies. Okay. Here we go. There's Bryce. Fun fact about Bryce, for observing her, said that weird. She is a California king snake, and she is named after my favorite actress, Bryce Dallas Howard. So, fun fact about her. Let's go ahead and put her lid back on, because it would be really bad if I forgot. She absolutely can climb out of there. So, we're going to make sure we put that back. And hers, all my snake cages have little locks on them. Yeah. Now, let's see if I can put this back without knocking it over this time. Apparently not. I'm used to having 2 hands with which to do that. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to blind you. She didn't pay that any mind. There she is. She is sucking that baby down. So, there's Bryce. And we're not gonna stand here and watch every single one of them eat all the way through, because that would be a really long video. So, next we're gonna do Bindi, and she is the big girl. She's around 7 years old. She is a corn snake. I'm not exactly sure what type of corn snake. I've seen several that look like her. So, we're not entirely sure, but she is my favorite in the sense that she is the only one that has never bitten me. She has been a very, very good snake. She was my first, and she's been incredible. And she is named after Bindi Irwin, the crocodile hunter's daughter. Steve Irwin, if you don't know who the crocodile hunter is. If you've never watched the crocodile hunter, he passed away, sadly, many years ago. He was a really good guy and really cared about animals. And one of my favorite things about Bryce is done already. See her hunting. She's a pig. One of my favorite things about Steve Irwin is that he really cared about reptiles. And as a reptile lover, I know that it can be kind of hard to find other people who care about reptiles. Most people just kind of see them as ugly monsters. Watch this strike. It's going to be good. I jump every time. Oh, yeah. Back in the hole. So that is Bindi, and she is named after Bindi Irwin. I got her, if you guys watch Dancing with the Stars, I used to. I hadn't watched it in a long time, but I got her at the time that Bindi Irwin was on Dancing with the Stars, and that's where I got the idea to name her that. And because Bindi and her family just really love all animals and they love reptiles, I thought that that was an appropriate name. So I believe that was really close to Christmas in 2015, I believe, if I'm doing the math. Whoa. If I'm doing the math correctly in my head. Okay. All right. So she's pretty big. You can't see her very well back in there, but she's the biggest one. She is probably going on 4.5, 5 feet long. Maybe. She's a big girl. Let's see if anybody else is out. I hate to have to dig for them. Dixie. Oh, there's Rosalie. Dixie needs some water. I'm fully aware of that. Don't point that out. I'm going to give her some right as soon as I get done feeding them. That's Rosalie. Rosalie is an albino candy cane corn snake, and she is named after Rosalie from Twilight, because at the time I got her, I was a big Twilight fan. I am not anymore. Don't get me wrong, I still think they're good movies, but now guys, don't come at me. Okay, if you are a Twilight fan, I am not. Let me concentrate. Good girl. You guys got an incredible view of that just now. Okay, don't come at me, guys. What I was going to say is, don't come at me. I am not being mean if you are a Twilight fan, but the time that I was a Twilight fan, I was going through a really hard time in my life, and now it kind of just reminds me of going through that hard time, so I don't care much for watching the movies. I keep knocking my little animals over. So now I don't care much for watching the movies, simply because it kind of brings back some unpleasant memories. So, anywho, which one is smaller, you guys? I'm trying to judge which one is smaller to give it to Jamie, because she is an absolute small baby, and I find it hard to believe she can eat one even that small. My pinky for scale. So, like, they're tiny, but I'm not even 100% sure she can eat that. She got a really little mouth. But the cool thing about snakes is they're super stretchy. They can unhinge their jaw. God made them that way, so I think she'll be alright. But this one looks slightly bigger to me, so I'm going to give it to Dixie. Dixie is probably going to be pretty hungry because last week she was in shed and did not want to eat. By the way, Dixie is not named after anybody in particular, but she kind of reminds me of Dixie from Fox and the Hound too, because she kind of reminds me of like a little country girl. Like, she's got like markings on her nose that look like freckles, and her belly is a checkerboard pattern. So she's a sun-kissed corn snake, and she's a sweetie. This is turned upside down because she likes to get in there, and I don't like for her to be in there because she's almost getting too big to get in there, and I'm afraid that one day she's going to get stuck. So I try to discourage her from getting in there. Plus, I can't hold her when she's in there because she will try to bite me if I try to get her out. She's been in a mood lately. You know, let me ask y'all something. If there is... Now listen, I just want to make this perfectly clear. I'm not being mean. I'm just talking from experience. Don't answer this question or even attempt to if you have not owned snakes, worked with snakes, or if you are afraid of snakes. If you are afraid of snakes and don't like them, do not answer this question, because one thing that I've learned as an owner of many different types of animals is that you should never take advice from someone about an animal who is afraid of that animal. Because I've been told a lot of untrue things by quote-unquote professionals about snakes especially that I have seen with my own eyeballs are not true. So, and I really believe that most of that is simply because people don't like snakes. People don't care to learn about snakes because they don't like them. Hey, little Missy. There she is. But anyway, here's the question, actually. My 3 snakes, Dixie, Rosalie, and Bryce, are all going through a phase right now. And I was just going to ask you if you guys, if you own snakes, have ever had it where'd she go? Oh, there's her head. Had it happen to you? I gotta get a good angle for you guys. Can you see that? Okay. Anyway, have you ever had it happen to you where your snakes, or one of them or more than one, that is sweet and has never, that isn't generally aggressive suddenly becomes either out of the blue aggressive and they never have been, or more aggressive all of a sudden? Has anybody ever had that happen? And if so, let me know. And if you found out, I'm not going to put this back in there with her until she's done eating. I don't want to disturb her, so I'm just going to, because I got to do a little rearranging where I had to look for her. So, but if you've ever had that happen and you were able to figure out what it was, or maybe even you would figure out what helped, let me know. So, okay, Rose is done. You can see the mouse lump right there. She just finished swallowing. Bindi is done. She eats super fast. She's experienced. Bryce has been done for a minute. And Dixie is working it on down. She's probably pretty hungry. She wouldn't... Oh, she's almost... Oh, no, she just got the head. Dixie is probably a little hangry. She didn't eat last week. Now for Jamie. Now for the fun facts about Jamie. Jamie is a Kenyan sand boa, and she is named after Jamie Lee Curtis, and I named her that after I became a big Halloween fan this past October. She's the cutest thing. In my opinion, she's the cutest snake I have, but don't worry, I think all of them are cute, but she's the cutest. And, she's so small. She's so small. She, loves to burrow, and she will nuzzle her nose all over my hand, trying to burrow, and it's so cute. Okay, I'm going to... Give me just a second, guys. I'm going to sit this down here. Pardon that. Okay, I think I just saw her little nose come out of there. Praying she can eat this. Don't want her to choke. Because she's so tiny. Okay, let's hold that right there and see what happens. I'm not even 100% sure if I saw her head come out here, but I thought it did. She's really, really good at hiding. I might have to dig her up. I might have to dig her up. I just told her I hate to bother her more, but... Which end is this? This is the tail. I know, I wouldn't normally pick them up by their tail like that, but I'm not handling. Hey, Jamie, it's okay. Okay. That's what she does as soon as I get her out. Honey, do you want to eat? Okay. It's a mouse. Where's her head? Okay. Plan B. Here, baby, look. Is that your head? Gosh. Sometimes I have a little trouble getting them to eat when I first get them, because a lot of times they're not used to being hand-fed, and I always hand-feed. Come here, Jamie. You're running from me. I'm feeding you. It's food. Come here, itty bitty. I want her head to come up somewhere, but she's... Okay, I'll do the water. She goes, alright. Okay, well, I guess I want to pull out the old washcloth trick. Okay, this is what I mean by the washcloth trick. Hey, baby. Here, look. She's not... Come on, Jamie. Here you go, baby. Doesn't seem too keen on eating. Yummy. Are you hungry? Look, she just wants to burrow. No, don't go over there. because then I won't be able to find you. Come on. Come on. Oh, get mad at it, baby. Bite it. It's good for you. It's the food. Oh, yummy. Ooh. Oh, she thought about it. So what's the food? Come on. Poor baby. Okay, I might have to try with my tongs. She really might not know me well enough to take food from me, so we're gonna try it. Here, sweetie. Oh, there she goes. Here. Crap. Okay. Alright, well, she won't eat it. Alright. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna leave it right there because I don't think she can get up there. But here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna take the washcloth out. We're gonna toss it back there. And put her water back. Alright. And I'm just gonna lay that right there. That's all I can think to do. I don't like doing that. But I hate that I can't get her first feeding on camera. Well, anyway. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I will post an update to this if I can get her to eat. And if I'm lucky, I might be able to film it, but we'll see. So, thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.